Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for the next 10 days. It is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, definitely check out those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we're going to get into your recent past, your current energy, and the near future. And then after we clarify, we'll get into your person's energy and your energy and see what's going on there. So if you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. I hope you'll stay. I am available for personal readings if you'd like one of those. The information's in the description box below this video or any of my videos or my about section of the channel. All right, so let's see what's going on with you. Twice now, as I've been shuffling, they'll have me split the cards, like open up the cards like this, and I've seen the Ace of Pentacles. So there's going to be some kind of an opportunity that comes towards you. When I say that, it could be any area of your life. You could have somebody coming in that's finally deciding that they want to offer you a stable relationship. We'll get into it more, but right off the bat, those are the energies I'm feeling. And it could also be an opportunity within your work. So if you've been hoping that things were going to change in your work sector, look forward to that in the next probably 10 days to 2 weeks, I'm going to say. Something's going to pop up. You may just get some kind of a message about it, or there's some knowledge around that is now in your awareness. Maybe you weren't aware of the possibility before and now it comes up. What they're talking about is like a position becomes available that wasn't available before, and they're saying definitely put in your application for that, because I think it would be not only an increase in money for you guys, but it would also help further you along in your career. So just keep your eyes and ears open for something popping up like that. All right, so let's look at the recent past. We have the Knight of Swords with the Two of Wands and the Queen of, the Two of Wands and the Queen of Wands in reverse. So they're basically saying keep your confidence up, because if this opportunity comes about, they don't want you to miss it and think that you don't have the ability to get it. There's something about you that sets you apart from other people. And this is something that's going to take you into the future, something that you've been dreaming about or wanting for the future for yourself. This is going to help get you there. All right, so in the current energy, there may be some competition, the Five of Wands, and then we have the Strength in reverse, but don't let it get you down. They're saying you're ignoring your intuition, so be more open to that. And in the near future, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Cups in reverse, and then the Five of Pentacles, which is good because that means that whatever it is that's giving you this sense of, I don't feel as stable as I'd like to, or something is creating some kind of instability. It could be a male figure in your life or somebody that's around you. It could also be a partner. And I think you're going to leave that behind. And it could be emotions from the past as well. All right, we'll clarify that. So the overall energy is the Six of Swords. You could feel a little bit stuck right now. The beginning of January seems to be an energy of people kind of coming down after the holidays. Maybe things have been a little bit slower, and that makes you a little bit nervous. So the Six of Swords said you're going to come to the place where you get where you're desiring. But right now, it just doesn't feel like you're there. And I feel like that's what's in your head. It's not necessarily that things aren't moving. They may feel slow, but it's going to. I think this is more mental energy. Now, with the Two of Cups in reverse, there could have been a situation where you felt like you wanted to overcome some kind of disagreement or problem with someone in your life, and you don't seem to be able to get there. It's like two people who can't get to a settled place. And then the Devil's in reverse, because you just don't, something's about this situation with this person, whoever this is, whoever came to your mind as soon as I said that, is probably the person that you're dealing with this particular situation. So there's a desire to get rid of any kind of feelings of this isn't going somewhere, or I'm disappointed, or I'm having problems. It's just not making you happy. So two people who can't see eye to eye. I feel like you're going to be working on that though. The Six of Cups in reverse, you may be just not wanting to replay old stuff, old relationships that have gone awry that didn't make you happy. And it could have been, during the holidays you were reminiscing about certain things, and you realize now there is no sense in dreaming about the possibility that something can pan itself out, that it's better to just release this energy and recognize that it wasn't really making you happy anyway. So it's better to pull your energy back and focus on you, because it feels like there's some stuff coming up for you in the next couple of weeks. It's going to change things. All right. So like I said, in the recent past with the Knight of Swords in reverse with the Two of Wands and then the Queen of Wands, this tells me there's a part of you that's afraid to take action towards something, even because you're confused about where your future's going, or there's something that you desire, that you want to see happen. And at times I feel like you think you can't get there. We all go through that, but this is recent past energy. I think there's going to be some ebbs and flows that come up in January, and you're going to realize that you actually do have the ability to do it. So we need to take it from the dreaming stage into reality, but that's going to take a little time. For those of you that are waiting on that opportunity that I spoke about, it's coming. Just look inside and ask yourself why you don't think you're good enough for that particular position, or why you think you wouldn't get it. I feel like there's something about your personality that stands out, that makes people drawn to your energy. You have to remember, Cancers are very energetic beings. So sometimes your energy walks in the room before you do, which means that people get a sense for you right away. They tend to relax. They like the peacefulness that your energy brings, even if they don't understand it. All right, so I'll clarify that in just a moment. So then in the current energy with the Five of Wands, the Strength in reverse, and the High Priestess, this feels like a battle over whether you can trust your intuition or not. And I think at times that actually brings your energy down. So be cautious of that. If you feel like at times there are other people who have just accomplished more than you have, like that kind of sense of competition, they want you to be aware of this energy, because what's important is that you trust that you know you're going to be okay, or you know that you have the strength to get where you're going. Even if at times you feel like, well, shit, everybody else has gotten there and I haven't yet. Why not? So just give it some time, because something's going to be coming up for you. So focus primarily on not allowing little things that trigger that feeling of maybe not being good enough or not having the right tools. They're saying, no, you've learned. This is also a card of learning. So whatever it is that you've learned, that you've either studied, whatever it is that you're going for, they're saying you have everything that it takes to do this. All right, so in the near future with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Five of Pentacles, something's going to come up in your energy that reminds you of a place that you may have been in the past. And when I say that, I mean things that created some kind of instability. You already walked away from this particular energy. I think it might pop up for you because something's going to remind you of that. If you're single and you meet somebody new, be aware of those things popping up and trying to sort of trigger you, and make sure that that part of you is healed. Because if you're still thinking about something that went awry, it can actually be difficult for you in a new relationship. I think you're going to be cautious, no doubt, because you don't want to repeat the same thing. Anyone who comes into your life and deters your attention, pulls at your energy, could create some kind of instability for you. So you want to make sure that those triggers are dealt with when somebody new pops up into your life. Okay. Let's see what we've got to clarify the Knight of Swords and the Two of Wands. All right, so we have, the Nine of Wands. You are definitely the wounded warrior, no doubt. If anybody in the zodiac sign has been through more shit, it's you guys. And this is saying that you've come out the other end of that. So have faith that the direction that you've chosen to go, or what you dream about, what you're excited about your future looking like, is definitely going to happen. So we're still working a little bit on feeling good about you, wanting to get to the place that you feel is how you like to see it. Sometimes Cancers can be perfectionists, so you have to be kind of cautious of that energy as well. Not everything is perfect all the time. Do the best that you can in the moment and have faith. Try to have the confidence that, yes, this is meant for you. It is going to happen for you in the future because you've overcome the things that you needed to. And then we have the Nine of Swords. Yes, this is what causes that stress, or did in the past. And I think Spirit wants you to come out of this energy knowing yes, you've been through the mill, but the stress is not going to help settle you. So if you can try to focus on the things that have gone right, and look, we all have negative thoughts. So I'm not saying you can't ever have a negative thought or you're not ever going to have stressful moments. You will, but you're going to remember where you came from in that moment. It's like, okay, so I had a difficult day, but shoot, I have overcome quite a bit. So I need to give myself credit for where I've come from. And that's going to be important moving forward because you've been through so much over the last couple of years. Okay. Let's look at the Five of Wands with the Strength card in reverse. What's going on for Cancer with the Five of Wands? Then we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is good because it says that something is creating a sense of, believe it or not, strength with the Strength card in reverse. It's like you started to find balance in your life. You know that you have what you need, the tools that you need. At times, yes, you could feel a little bit worn out, but balance is coming into your life in a way that I don't think you've experienced before. It can be frustrating when you have to deal with those energies again. Like somebody shows up and again, they're the type of personality that does nothing but take. But you've really put up proper boundaries. And I don't want to keep repeating that in all of your readings, but I think you realize now that it's easier for you to say no. One of my favorite things to say in readings about the word no is when we were born, the first word we learned was no. So why do we have such a difficult time saying it now? I don't think you have as difficult of a time saying it now. So if even to yourself, like, do not think this way. Do not allow yourself to slip into a place of feeling the way that you, excuse me, may have in the past, because your intuition has always come through for you in some way, shape, or form. But it does feel a little bit like tired energy as well. You just could feel like you've been fighting so hard for so long that you need a break. All right, let's look at the Strength card with the High Priestess. And then we have the Magician. Good. So keep yourself focused on that. The Two of Pentacles is in reverse. So I don't think there's a lot of back and forth energy. This just says to me that balance gives you the openness to create what it is that you want to create. If there's something new that you're looking forward to, there's a lot of single type of energy in here. With the Magician, there's every single, I just realized this, the Cup, the Pentacle, the Sword, and the Wand. When I said that you have every bit of the tools that you need, that's what this is saying. You've gotten to a place where you've manifested this. So trust that things are going to balance out. Trust that you're going in the direction that you need to, even if you're a little bit pooped out right now. It's coming because you have been working so hard individually on your emotions, on feeling good about yourself, on your money, making good money decisions, on your mental state, on the clarity that you have around things that have happened in your life. All of that is now starting to come up and you're like, okay, I've gotten over so many other things. Now I really want to manifest what's going to be best in my life and live my greatest life from this point on. All right, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse with the King of Cups. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Something didn't go somewhere. And in the near future, like I said, I don't know that this is energy of somebody necessarily coming towards you. I just think it's the idea around this. Not ever wanting to accept anything that creates discord in your life. So you don't want to wait around for somebody to figure it out. If they can't conceptualize that you are everything that you showed up to be in a relationship, that is their issue. And I don't think you're going to repeat that pattern. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, I think you're going to cut somebody off right at their knees if they choose to. But right now, this is telling me there's no action. It's just an energy of something that needs to still probably be a little bit worked on. We're always going to be releasing something. So if this comes up for you in the near future, I'm going to say you've already released the person, the physical energy of it, but the physical person, but the energy of it is just saying there's still a little bit more work before you get completely over what went wrong in that situation, because you need to be aware of that for it not to create itself again. So if somebody has a certain type of energy that creates that discord, imbalance, or instability in your life, and you feel like you're waiting to see if this person's going to either open up emotionally or become something different, you're not going to do that again, which is good because somebody will show you who they are right away. It doesn't take that long. Sometimes with narcissists, it can be less obvious, but you are so intuitive that you don't need somebody to be outrightly. It could be a word, it could be just a physical movement, and that instantly tells you in your gut that that person is not the right person. You already know. When I said before, be cautious that you don't project old energies onto somebody new, be aware of both, because you want to make sure that you don't miss a sign, and you also want to be sure that you're not saying, oh, this person reminds me of that person and that's why they're doing it. So it's kind of conflicting. You need to get to a place where you're like right in the middle. You trust your intuition, but you don't project any of the past stuff onto somebody new. All right. Let me clear this and we will get into you and your person. So think about them for just a moment. Let's see what sits. Yep. This is all about your future energy. What are you wanting to create? The next 10 days could be pivotal in your life. It's like you need to make a decision, a snap decision about how you want your future to be. And be sure that you set that intention. If you want this new position, believe in yourself. If you want to change something in your life, believe that it can happen. Your beliefs become reality. What you desire is meant for you. It really is. We all come into this life with certain things that we want to accomplish, and your drive is going to be towards those things because that's what your soul came here to experience. So know that the future that you desire is definitely something that is possible, always. All right, let's get into you and your person. Nope, that wanted to come out. All right, so we've got the Queen of Cups, and it's kind of sideways. So you may be dealing with somebody currently, whoever this is that you're thinking about, that's focused on themselves a little bit, which isn't a bad energy. She's very loving and caring. But when she comes out in this position, when I lay the cards out, it's more focused on themselves than the partnership itself. So let's see what else comes out. And then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse, Three of Pentacles. Okay, so I don't necessarily pick up on a third party energy. It could very well be. I think they're focused on their work situations, collaborations. I don't think they're telling you everything that's going on. The Nine of Cups is about their own fulfillment. I kind of want to say this is your energy, but we laid it out as theirs. Switch it if you need to. I don't normally say that, but definitely do if this other side feels more like you. Now, your energy is the Ace of Wands in reverse with the World in reverse, and the Eight of Swords in reverse with Justice in reverse. There's something about this situation where you feel like this person really put you through the ringer. There's something about this cycle that I feel like you just don't want to repeat. Now, if this is somebody who is selfish and has a tendency to not tell the truth, I can see why you feel that way. That's just kind of what I pick up. It's not going to be for everybody, but this person seems more preoccupied with their business dealings, things that are going on in their life, themselves, their own happiness, the Nine of Cups. Nothing wrong with that. But if they're not showing up for you in the relationship, then that can feel pretty yucky. All right, let's see with your energy. The Ace of Wands, you may feel a little bit stuck, like you're losing passion for the situation because it's just not changing. I think you realize you're not stuck. But right now, there's just not, when we say justice, there's not balance within the relationship. So they could be, again, doing what we've been trying so hard to work on, which is staying away from situations or getting out of situations where they're not balanced, where you stop giving so much of yourself and you allow other people to give to you. I do believe it's a time for Cancers to receive. So if you feel yourself still in one of these scenarios, then it's going to be Spirit kind of stepping in and saying, do you recognize this? Do you see this? You are valuable. You do deserve to have what you want in the future, like we saw with the Two of Wands. So you're going to have to make a decision about this. Do you want to stay here if it doesn't feel good? If somebody's only focused on themselves and not the relationship? All right, let's get a couple of romance angels and then we'll get advice. You deserve love. Absolutely. And I think a lot of you are finally coming to a place where you realize that you do. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning. I said, if somebody shows up or the energy shows up, you're going to be dealing with that. If they pop up into your life, I don't think you're going to want to go back to this, because you see that they're just the same as they used to be. Pay attention to the red flags. Everything I've been saying, the signs are cautioning you. And then religious factors. So you could be on your spiritual path and this person comes around and you're like, I am just way beyond this. I can't even consider it, because there's nothing about us that is the way that it used to be. You're selfish, you focus on you, you don't focus on a relationship. There's something about this that needed to change and it didn't. Finances and career, financial issues are a factor. So of all the cards, the ones that bring up beware, these are the cards. Let's see what the advice might be. Just be cautious, because I don't want to see you stay in this cycle and continue to do the same thing over and over again. What do we say about that? It's doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That's insanity, or the definition of it. I'm not calling you insane. We all go through it until we finally put our foot down and decide that we are more valuable than the relationship. No matter how much we love another person, if we're not having our needs met, as long as we believe that we deserve to have that, which I think we all do deep down inside, regardless of whether we tolerated this or not, then the change has to be made within you. Yeah, it's going to continue to be a really stressful situation. Three of Pentacles in reverse just tells me that's not going to change. They may say it is, and look at that repeat of the Ace of Wands. So not putting energy or passion into it because you've already gotten past losing sleep over it. Seven of Cups in reverse. You're not confused about what you want. You know that this is going to create a lot of stress in your life if you either stay in it or you decide that you want to go back to it. I'm going to say just be cautious. All right, so let's get the Lover's Oracle. This is for Cancer. Okay, this card is jumping out. It says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. The entire reading is all about this card. Beautiful. Manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Absolutely. What's meant for you is coming for you. And then we have sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. I think that's your relationship with yourself, not with somebody else. And let's look at this reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. For those of you that want to see if you can maybe make this work, a separation in energy could be necessary. I just don't think this person's going to change. You know better than I do. It's going to be different for all of you. All right. So let's get a couple of cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle. I'm going to shuffle these really good. Let's see. I'm going to split them open and see if we can't shuffle them differently. Yeah, that's not going to work. All right, let's cut them. So we have To the Sea. This is going with the flow. Yes, that can be really difficult. As these changes come about in your life or these opportunities start to pop up, Spirit's asking you to go with the flow. Trust. We say that all the time, but sevens are lucky numbers. It's your birthday month. Now you could be born on the 7th, like me, or it could just be asking you kind of go with it while the shifts and changes happen. And then a new life. Look at that. It's talking about a brand new life. So everything that you accomplished throughout last year or the several years, 15 years, whatever it's been for you, this is that new life that you've been hoping to step into. Astrologically speaking, it's coming. All of these things are changing. Within the next probably 3 to 4 years, you won't recognize your old life. You just won't. This reduces to a 12, which is a 3. To me, this is about balance between mind, body, and soul. And then we have a change in the wind. Some of you could be moving. This is also a 3 energy. 3s are going to be really important for you guys. Or you could be born on the 3rd of the month. But moving could come up for some of you, I'm going to say around either March or July. And then we have time to go. There's things that need to be left behind. You know this. You've been working on it for quite some time. It's over. There is no more of the really awful, painful energy. Are we going to have tough stuff? Of course. Like I said before, we don't ever not have challenges. We're going to, but we deal with them a lot differently when we've worked through all of the things that we've worked through. And now we have the yang energy. So a lot of you are going to be standing in your masculine energy. The never-ending story, this is what's over, because you're going from a 9 to a 10. And then you have the 1 if you really want to look at it this way. So the 10 is the ending and then the new beginning. And you're stepping into your power like you never have before. Okay, my loves, this was a great reading. I hope this helped. I hope it's inspiring in some way to get you to the place that you really want to go. Have faith in yourselves, because whatever's coming towards you is meant for you. All right, thank you again for all your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. If you'd like a personal, that's in the description box or the about section. I love you guys so much. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.